area and
That's
private
right.
area.
The intent here is very
Private
simple.
versus free
The
speech.
intent is to limit the amount of aggressive campaigning that has occurred in the public areas in the past.
Which is 100%
Okay,
correct.
that's all we're trying to do.
Right,
It
that's all
does
it
not
is.
eliminate, as Anthony asked the question, if somebody walks up to him in the gym and asks him his opinions about his platform, it doesn't prohibit Anthony from having a conversation with the homeowner about his opinions and his intentions.
Right.
Read the language.
If it needs to be modified or improved, we're happy to do it.
Then what are we approving without having
Because
language?
we've had
Okay, so,
years
We
of
have a
discussion
typo.
that you can't put into words a definition. It's like defining the word reasonable. We've had trouble defining the
well,
word
we have a problem,
campaigning.
because we need to vote on these this evening, and we're gonna have an
That's
election
right.
process start on time.
I've got a
Do you have a
problem with,
suggestion?
yes, I think we could approve it, but I'd like to change my motion to approving it
Subject to
clarification of this section in a way that's consistent with the discussion we're having.
Okay.
And not
Before
being
campaigning
unduly.
starts.
Before campaign.
Before
Before the
campaign
campaign
starts.
Well, we don't have,
Well, but Stephen, let's
what's
define,
consistent?
let's define let's define the
Yeah.
intention of what we're trying to accomplish here. And let me
Yes.
see, so I can say it in
Yeah,
my own
please.
words. The intention here is not to limit conversations that go on around the complex, one-on-one. It's to eliminate the aggressive campaigning that has occurred in the public areas, common areas, in the past. And people accosting homeowners to try to influence their vote.
People stopping
Right.
homeowners,
May
people
I
That's
read
all we're
a
trying to
sentence?
do, please do.
Handing out,
May I read the sentence? I mean, I don't see how this does not say that. Campaign activities shall include, but is not limited to, the distribution of campaign literature, the posting of signs, and, we want to take out the word stopping, speaking to residents to solicit support for or express opposition to a candidate. That does not say you cannot have a conversation.
That's right.
That
That's fine.
says
That's-
you cannot solicit
That's
and
clear.
you cannot be involved. I don't see how that says anything different than,
Right,
That
exactly.
is clear.
well, no,
aside from you disagree with this point, you think you should always be able to solicit support or
right.
What is the
opposition.
purpose of speaking?
The point is what this was about.
Where you're
This was
speaking, Steve.
about
Where.
Then you're saying
campaigning.
that you're prohibiting speaking.
No,
No,
we're
we- No,
we are
prohibiting
not prohibiting.
campaigning.
We're
prohibiting accosting.
We're
We're prohibiting
Then if you want to
campaigning.
prohibit accosting, all you need to do is to say that, exactly.
Like if I'm on a treadmill jogging and someone starts
Privacy. You're protecting.
campaigning to me,
It's
that would bother
prohibiting
me.
That's right.
campaigning.
But if someone came up to me
There
when I'm
is
jogging and
nothing
asked
wrong
me
It's
what
prohibiting
my
campaigning,
platform
and
was,
it's not prohibiting
that's no
speech.
problem.
Correct.
And I agree with that, because
And
I
that's why I
don't
think
like to
this
be
wording-
part of
That's
what
what
I'm
that
working on.
sentence says.
Exactly.
That was word for word
I
with the
think
word
this wording
change we
is fine
made.
the way
I
it
think
is,
it's
but we
fine
didn't
too.
want to have stopping, we said speaking to.
So it's consistent with what we're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
I think so.
John Kaler?
Why wouldn't you put in the word stopping instead then? I don't understand. If that's what you're concerned about is accosting.
Because that's not what it means.
Put
If
both
the
in,
word
stopping and
stopping in
speaking.
there is wrong.
We could put stopping and
Stopping and
speaking,
I don't
and
think
if
the
you
word
want to add
stopping
it.
works.
No, stopping doesn't work.
Stopping
But that's
doesn't
what,
make
no,
sense.
stopping and, the words, because that's what's happened in the
We're
past.
saying what
That's
they
right.
can
Do it on the
do.
run, Alan.
What?
No, that's
No,
not
no,
what it's
no.
saying. It's saying that you can't do
It
by
says,
defining it as
except for
campaign
the use of the
activity.
designated cubbies, you cannot campaign, and this is campaigning, and
That's
campaigning
correct.
includes. If you want to add stopping back in there, fine, you're strengthening it even more.
But
We had
if you
said
have
speaking.
speaking,
Well, it's stopping and
And
speaking
speaking.
to people too.
So
But
leave
you're
stopping
walking
in there.
alongside someone that's not stopping them, and you can't,
Well, it's.
Whatever, you're still
being
still
real.
speaking, you're
Guys.
leaving
Yeah.
speaking
But you
in there.
can't
Speaking,
leave
we're
the
pulling words
designated
out of
area and go over and
context.
stop someone.
no, you know, you
completely
gotta use a little
context.
common sense to it, and like you said,
guys.
as long as you're not down there campaigning. If someone asks you a question about what your platform is, okay?
You answer
What
it.
you feel is, and you answer that, but you're not down there,
Ladies and gentlemen, we know that
Trying
we've
to
got to
go
make
vote.
some changes
Right.
here that we've already agreed to prior to.
Right.
I think we all understand, including you, what the intention of this is, Steve. If we can find a better way of tightening up the language, we'll do it. We're not going to change the spirit, but if we can modify the language,
this is disingenuous when you tell that you want to stop accosting and then you prohibit speaking. That's just, it's.
but you know,
No,
you're taking
it's
a little,
not.
see,
come on, Steve,
is.
you're.
You're changing
You
a
know what
whole
they
way
mean,
to
though.
discuss this.
and if you have a better way of
behave.
wording it, come up with the wording, because you know what they mean.
Except
Now I
said-
know what they mean.
I just said, I would, it seems to me that what you're talking about when you say you want to prohibit accosting, if that's what you truly mean, then you would either use that language or you would go back to prohibiting stopping of people. That's all.
The word was probably using the word accosting, because that's really what it's all about.
We can add accosting.
That's fine.
No, if you have
But it's
other
in
things
addition to what
besides
we have. There's nothing,
than
it's not what
accosting,
he said, there's
Stopping
nothing
and
wrong.
accosting.
Leave stopping in if you want, but it's
Stopping and
stopping
accosting
and speaking
or-
to solicit
Stopping
support.
or accosting.
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
says
Okay, that works.
specifically to
That works.
solicit
but if you
support.
include speaking in there, then it's as if it has no, it's
Take
as
it
if the
out.
change
Yeah, I would
was
say,
regarding
say stopping or
I would
accosting.
take it out.
stopping or accosting.
Stopping
Stopping or
or
It's
accosting.
And I'll
to
agree to
solicit
that.
support for,
Yeah, well, you
If
could
you're
take it, if you put stopping or accosting, you could take out speaking.
Yeah,
take it
out.
That's what you could get.
That's exactly right.
That's fine.
and so if
Or
someone
what
is
about-
standing there and calls out to someone,
Or getting in an elevator
Every-
with someone for the sole
That's right.
purpose of.
You know what, no matter what we
campaigning.
wait, there's still gonna be a couple
That would
people
be
trying to
accosting.
use
You
it.
should be
Of course that's
clear
not.
about
getting in
If
an
we just take out
elevator.
speaking,
That's
we
accosting.
all can agree
that's
to
why
that.
this has
That's
taken
great.
so much discussion, because you can't
Bob, does that
clearly
accomplish our goal?
define,
Well,
what do you,
Stopping or accosting.
again, it's gonna get back to how you interpret or how you
That's it,
define.
it's all definition.
Stopping or accosting. To me, without going to Webster's, I consider somebody yelling across the room to campaign, to try and get my attention, as verbally accosting.
Right.
I do too,
Me too.
and that's what people say.
I would
Don't
endorse
they?
that, I would endorse
I
that
would go-
change.
I would go with
I will
that.
go with
And that's
that.
why people said, even though they're in
Stephen?
the
I
designated
would agree to
area,
that as well.
Stopping
they're
or
I don't know
calling
what
out to
stopping or
me.
accosting.
Okay,
Sounds
we agree
good.
with that
That's a
change?
good
That sounds
definition.
good.
Okay,
I
guys?
can't believe this.
Lisa?
So verbal accosting would be.
Can we go into the Middle East now? I think this should be.
Steven, we're making the change.
Closer than
Okay.
you think.
All right.
Okay,
And you've thought all
if
along.
we embed the change that we've just discussed and use the word stopping or accosting in lieu of speaking,
Yes.
Right,
all those in
Great.
favor of
Because-
adopting
because
these,
that would include verbal accosting.
all
right?
those in
Yes.
favor of adopting these election rules?
Well, before you
Stephen?
go there, just.
Come on.
Well, we changed
For the
it
sake
already.
of peace, I am going to vote for it. However, one other element in here, I don't understand why there was so much of a problem with the idea of allowing somebody to have 10 minutes instead of 5 minutes on Channel 26. What is the great harm?
Stephen, we've been
Please,
through
we've been
this
through
so.
this. And
The
I know I
great
called
harm
the
is we've got
question
homeowners
10
who don't want to be
minutes ago.
bored watching Channel 26 until they get to their fifth or sixth candidate.
I called the question
Come on, we've been
10
through this
minutes
so
ago.
often. This isn't a national campaign, it's the galaxy.
That's the problem.
All those in favor of adopting these,
With this change, I will agree to
thank you.
it.
It's unanimous. I thank you very much.